wild animal in its local habitat. Look at him. Look at that majestic animal hunting its prey.
1800 to 2100.
It's a wild and majestic
11,
Texican.
15.
Hey, I got him. Let's go. Oh, who's right here? Viking?
I'm hunting Texicans.
I didn't even notice you were right there.
All right, I'm here. Let's see if we can catch this.
I see you.
Splash.
I died.
Did you die? Okay, let's see what we can do with this.
Well, you can go eat my body.
Let's give you a proper funeral. Can I grab you?
It's I've got 300 seconds before I can respawn over in that area.
I have a little bit of crocodile. Kalima!
Just like shoot, not hit.
Kalima!
Throne would be a success for me.
I got murdered by a bear. There's someone got you.
My knife.
Why is everyone? No one had a knife.
You might go a bit nuts with a scope.
Yeah, la 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 la.
Actually, this
Do you do a loading screen dance, Ari?
Huh?
Do you ever do a loading screen dance?
I do right now.
We're jamming right now.
I can see, yeah. By the way, Wolf, you can always unmute yourself, you know? Like I said, we don't fight.
One sec. Aim your guns away from me. That was quick. Teamwork, all right. 55,000 points he just wasted on me dropping my goggles. All right, let's. All righty then. You want that much?
Oh.
Hey.
You bastard!
I was waiting for you, then I saw you turn to shoot me.
I just took my knife.
Your money! I got one! I won without my headset on.
Okay. Almost looks like I turned off cheats.
Fuck off! You got your big toe on your lag switcher again. Get it off!
Come on.
Oh, thank you. Fucking hell, Mike. That was gory.
Oh, you did actually shoot with it.
Did I give you permission to fire at me? Should I do like the American thing? Did I give you permission to fire at me?
Fuck! Am I under arrest? No.
Oh my god.
Is he?
I got him! Get him, Mikey! Get him! Yeet!
Please go! Don't touch me now! No! Oh no! Hamina.
Waka waka.
Hey. Waka. You boy. It's the banker. You owe me money. Oh, hello again, dearie. Fancy running into you here. She owes me so much fucking shit. I saved up shit tons of money to buy the final nail. You needed 4,000. I left 3,000 some odd money in her bank. I got the last 1,000 and scurried back to get my money. And this bitch ran off with my money. Is it you, Gio, you're after? Well, you see, it's sad. It's a sad thing, but it's gone, all spent. Look at chicken. Look at the chicken. It's a chicken. It's a chicken.
Chicken is amazing.
Bark, 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 bark.
It's kind of moonwalking though. Like look at that walk. You know, like also floating a little. You know.
This is the best chicken ever.
I lost chicken. I cannot live anymore.
What was that?
All be tried for mutiny. Guys, make them listen to reason. Settle down.
You can eat it. Oh, I can fly. That's sad times. Hello, how you guys doing? I'm in the middle of dinner. I do apologize. I always forget how time happens. So you're gonna chill with me a little bit while I'm doing some ASMR broccoli chewing. Be my guest. Today we're playing some Stanley Parable. Have you guys ever played Stanley Parable?
Oink oink.
Oink oink.
Oink,
Yeah, I'm a piggy. I'm a broccoli. It's a cheesy pasta broccoli chicken thingy. Piggy. But yeah, have you guys ever played Stanley Parable? Like, the game's been out for ages, it feels like, but I never played it. I watched a heck a lot of it back when it first came out. But you know me, I forget everything I play or watch other people play. So I'm gonna play it with some fresh eyes. Can't even remember anything. I remember it being repeating. We'll see how that goes. But talking about that, and you probably know already, but there's a I did. Now it's Oink Oink instead. We still have the Mew shoes though. But by the way, as most of you guys remember and already know, or probably don't know, there's an update to Stanley Parable called the Deluxe version, which I ended up getting. I wanted a little bit of a break after playing horror games for a couple of weeks. We were not here on Monday to play Horizon. I ended up watching a movie with Zerg on his stream. So I do apologize. Sometimes being social and enjoying a movie, I couldn't stop watching that movie. What's it called again? It was The Tomorrow War. It was on Amazon Prime. We should do a raffle to see if we can get the Super Muse back. I'm considering getting. I could always put the Super Mew on the thing underneath. The thing is that I can only have so many clips on the redemption thing. If anything, you need to go to the plug-in thing underneath. But I don't think I have those set to free. Sorry. Anyway, I'm loving this. This is very simple to make. Not that I'm cooking it. It's literally a ready dinner of cheesy broccoli pasta with chicken. That was literally a bag I put in a bowl and I put it in a microwave because I'm lazy. If anything, streaming has made me a lazy cooker. I used to cook a little bit better, but now I feel like I'm coming home about 1.5 hours until my stream starts, and I don't want to spend like 45 minutes of that to to make dinner and then not have time to eat it. As you see, I started this meal, even though it's for like 14 minutes in the microwave, but setting everything else up, I still didn't have time to finish my food. Am I able to get some young spicy noodles by tomorrow? Maybe? I'll say a maybe. There is 1 or 2 Asian stores in my town, but tomorrow is also Thursday. We have Pablo Thursday, so I don't really have time to eat it because it's Pew night. But I could possibly see if I can get it for another day. Probably not be my dinner, but I'll have a light dinner before it. Get the red ones with the one screaming. I'll send a picture. Is that the same one that we had back home? That was still, it might still be in the cupboard? Because I remember eating 2 of those because I was hungry. Have a showdown with Zerg. I don't know, it might be that the ones we have at home, those was like a year old. So if I get one now, it might be a lot spicier than what I remember. I might be a bitch ass and start crying. Just saying. Yeah, the red and black. Is that the different one? You ate them. Now I had 2 of them because I was hungry. I think I used... I can't remember it was particularly spicy. Because I remember drinking the broth afterwards. Or are those the ones you're not supposed to have broth in? Like some noodle packets. Aw, you made yesterday, Epic Neva. Some noodle packets, and people don't know that, you're not supposed to leave the broth in. You're supposed to boil it up and then pour out the broth. And then just eat it as is. Who knew? But that's some of them. Some of them are supposed to be a noodle soup. But I prefer it with the broth because it stays warm for longer. And you have something to enjoy afterwards. When are you streaming again, Diva? Are you joining tomorrow on Pew Pew? On Pavlov tomorrow? You'll be there. We'll start streaming in a second. We'll start streaming the game in a second. I'm just finishing my dinner because I'm hungry and it's delicious and I don't want to get it cold. Like sometimes I get lazy and I make like chicken fingers, so I make like pizza before a stream. Those I can let be and leave for a little bit. I'm not tangy, I'm just angry. And hungry. Hungry. And I can't eat properly. Just falling off my fork. I'm a little piggy. I'm a pig eater. I'm having food as well. Actually, when I was starting up my stream, I was having you in the background while I was eating. I realized I had too much food, and just left it there. Windlancer really want me to get that same noodle packet that you had, Sergen, and have a show off and see who would survive it better. I just don't know if I can find it anywhere, unless I buy it online and wait for it. If you had a second chance. That's what I'm saying, like, when I eat spicy food, it's yes or no. Sometimes it's too spicy and I'm just saying like, nah, I can't do it. But sometimes I can eat the exact same thing and think, it's not really that spicy. I bought a different packet of these. These are like they're literally made in bag, and you put it in a bowl and you put it in the microwave for a while. I had another one which was a chicken bacon pasta bake, and that was actually quite nice. I wasn't like, I love cheesy pasta with broccoli, but that bacon thing was nom nom. You should get the same one and do it at the same time. Dude, did you read that message I said about I don't know if I could send you something or you could send me something or we could do something else. Just find an Amazon packet, because I know Amazon does a British candy pack and they do an American candy pack, and we could just buy one for each other. Yeah, candy box, yeah. And then we could go like on like do like a collab a weekend or something where we could just like try out different things. I was very tempted to do an Australian one next time. I realized a whole year since I did my last one where I bought like this Japanese box. What the hell was that? Diva, what was that crazy thing that I really hated? I can't remember. What was that crazy thing? It was like a build yourself a candy thing. What was that? Was that ice cream? Done a pancake one in the past, but foam ice cream. Yeah, that was terrible. Should have clipped it. Anyway, I'm gonna put this in water, and then I'm gonna come back, and then we're gonna play some Stanley Parable. Are you done streaming, sir? Are you not streaming right now? Hi, chat. I thought you were watching a video clip or something. Yeah, By the way, Zerg, have you seen this one? You know how I'm always a Cubone in your chat? Yeah. I'll get it to the other camera. It's easier. If the thing works. Thing doesn't work. There you go. Do it manually. There you go. Isn't that amazing? I'm clicking on everything right now. There you go. Yeah, it's a resin coaster. Yeah, it's a coaster. It's literally a card on filled with like resin and color products, and then just hardened up and shipped to me. It's actually quite sturdy and a little bit bendable because they sent it to me with very bare minimal packaging and it didn't break, and I was surprised about that. I was, and then I'm getting ready to read. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm just gonna put this in water and I'll start my game. It didn't go through. It's a wild animal in its local habitat. Look at him. Look at that majestic
Yeah, so-
animal hunting its prey.
1800 to 2100 out there.
It's a wild and majestic
11,
Texican.
15.
Hey, I got him. Let's go. Oh, who's right here? Viking?
I'm hunting
Oh, hey.
Texicans.
I didn't even notice you were right there.
Alright, I'm here. Let's see if we can catch this.
I see you. Huh.
Splash.
I died.
Did you die? Okay, let's see what we can do with this.
Well, you can go eat my body.
Let's give you a proper funeral. Can I grab you?
It's I've got 300 seconds before I can respawn over in that area.
I have a little bit of crocodile. Kalima!
I should just like shoot. Not
I
hit.
always think
Kalima.
going prone would be a success for me.
I got murdered by a bear.
There's someone got you.
My knife.
Why is everyone? No one had a knife.
You might go a bit nuts with a scope.
La 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 la.
Actually, this guy.
Do you do a loading screen dance, Ari?
Huh?
Do you ever do a loading screen dance?
I do right now.
We're jamming right now.
I can see. Yeah. By the way, Wolf, you can always unmute yourself. You know. Like I said, we don't fight.
Why are you spamming me, Wine Lancer? I'm seeing like 4 messages waiting for me on Discord. It was the one with the chicken, yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I had that. I think the one I had was a less spicy one, maybe. But I'll have a look at the. We have a. Oh yeah, we don't have stream avatars today because I cannot turn on the software. I don't know how else to explain it. I'm playing Stanley Parable on one PC, and I tried to put on this sponsor mode. I tried to put on stream avatar on my second PC, and I'm playing on my first PC, and Steam didn't allow me to play a game on both PCs. So I haven't had time to download or sort out stream avatar so I can play them on one PC and the other PC. Don't know how. You need 4 PC to do that. Talking about that, I'm gonna be real for a second. There is a possibility that I need to be moving again sometime in the future. And depending how it is, I'll either be moving with my roommates or I will be moving by myself. And if I ever go the route of moving by myself, it will mean that I'm not confined to the 4 walls of one room, right? So, how on earth do you set up PC stream in separate rooms without having to move PCs around? Is that possible? That's a thought I had. Like, what if I wanted to sit in the living room playing a console game, but my stream is on the PC in my bedroom? How does that work? And is that possible? What if I need to fix something in OBS? Yeah, I know the auto download stuff, but One thing, I don't have my keypad with me. I know that they have a feature for my mobile phone to be moved around, but how do you set up like multiple cameras? Is it possible to do a Wi-Fi camera or something that because I'm using something called NDI to stream my my first PC to the second PC. That's how I'm doing my my VR games, right? Where I'm able to do both visual, because one thing, I can't really use a game capture to capture VR games the way I want it, and getting the microphone picked up, right? You need a hub, then remote to share it. Maybe. I know there's a website out there where you can use a computer's web camera, and that's the way people are using making like podcasts nowadays. Literally, like, instead of going to Teams, they're using a website out there where they upload everything, and the participant can see the stream in real time with them there, and you have their camera there. I can't remember what that was. I did a hub with a lot of cameras, cables. Possibly, yeah. Because what I'm really curious about, because I know you can do that with the phone. I know you can use an app and your Wi-Fi on your phone to transmit and walk around and vlog in your own house. But what if I want to take my camera with me? Or I have a camera set out in the living room, right? Build 4 PC and clone everything. Maybe. It's just expensive as all fuck. I could barely afford my second PC. It takes me like 6 years to save up. Anyway, rant over. That's a possibility. That's just what's been on my mind a little bit lately. We are gonna play Stanley Parable, and to do that, I think this will be my first time streaming a non-VR game on my new PC. Let's see how it works. Let's turn off the música and turn off this. Turn up this. Rant. That was a uni lecture. Dude, did I go on for that long? Incoming. Alright. Also, today, I was trying to get my controller to work, and I usually have a USB hub in front of me, and I had my cable to it, and I wondered why were I not getting my controller to work with this game? Is there a reason for it? And I realized afterwards that my controller is not working right now. Do I need to use another different cable? This cable I have is long, but it's terrible. Let's take this off. Shorter cable. Do I have an extension?
Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you!
That's a double up of that. I don't need that double up. Give me 1 second. Thank you so much for the raid, by the way. Welcome, viewers, and welcome in. We're gonna play some Stanley Parable. I hope you had a wonderful time, and let's have some more wonderful time. Now, that is muted. Yeah, here, that's a double up. Why am I getting a double up? Unhide all. Yes, maybe no. Oh, I think I know what it is. Let's see. You're probably not hearing it. Hi, Caritas. Properties. No. Advanced audio. Why am I having a double up on this? Because I'm not on my VR. I'm on the gameplay one. So if I go here, you'll be able to see me, but not the game. But the alerts is there. Filters, property. Properties. No, I want the audio properties. Give me 1 second. I'm just trying to get the audio not to be this terrible. It's a game at least. I don't think... Did you guys hear a double loop of that audio just now? Have you muted my stream? It's just low. It's... What you're supposed to hear in that is... That. It literally is a busy office background. It was double quacks. Yes, I'm just wondering where the double quack is from. If I do alerts and DI. Actually, I don't need you. I can mute you. There you go. If I mute that, you don't like? Let's try and do another audio and see what happens. That's a double up. Where's that double up coming from? Is there a second thing here? Alerts? No. Yeah, that's a double up. One of them is from the NDI. It's not the GoXLR routing, it's the NDI, which is different. You're out of O keys. Oh no. How's that a thing? Where's that quack coming from? Oh, no. If I mute you and do a quack. That works. Now my system is closed. So what it is that the I have two OBSs open right now, you see. One of them is hearing the quack, one of them is not hearing it. Why did you put Norwegian? I didn't even see that. Why do you want me to speak Norwegian for a minute? That's dumb right now. I'm trying to fix something. Anyway, let's do that then. Blame Karina's because I'm going to speaking gibberish for a minute. Okay. Så grejen är att jag har sources. Allt är muta på en ena sida. Och det skulle egentligen inte varit mutat helt. Det skulle varit något som jag kunde hört på hovedtelefonen. Det var rart. Men nu är det muta. Jag har muta main PCen. Søg har den svarte. Det är den samme som vi har hjemme, men vi hade to den røde også. Nei, jeg hadde den røde. Nei, det er ikke bare det. Det er at jeg har to crossways. En som går til PC-en, en som går til hva du hører på NDI, som er en over nettverkstransfer. Og det andre som er via GoXLR-en. Nga! Tusen takk for 19 måneder. Jesus Kristus. Jesus Kristus! Fy fader, Ulland. That was a minute. Anyway, what I did now, I actually just muted my system, and that's why I think it's working. Do you hear the game right now? Do you hear the game right now? It's supposed to be a little bit low. Yes, good. Okay, let's just roll with this and let that be. We are playing Stanley Parable. I have never played it personally before, so this is gonna be weird. I've seen people play it, but that's so far away ago I kind of remember yesterday. And also, there is a change to Stanley Parable, which is a deluxe opening right now, which is opening the DLC. I think it's either DLC or a different game. I cannot remember, but it's gonna be wild. It's gonna be a wild time. Let's. Oh yeah, that was what I was doing. I'm trying to get this working. Do I have a cable long enough? I don't know if I have a cable long enough. If I take you out. That should work. The problem is that these things, this is micro USB, the grips on these are so terrible, it always falls out. That should work. Alright, let's go. The end is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Hi Stanley, say hi Stanley, chat.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard.
Hi Stanley.
Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job.
Imagine having such a job where you only need one finger to complete everything.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never
we said
in all
hi.
His years at the company
right, chat? We were nice. We said good morning, hello.
Isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time.
Joke on the myth.
But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his
John
desk
Valjean,
and
yes.
stepped out of his
I
office.
thought John Valdam or whatever his name is. Anyway, this is Stanley Parable. A fun inside little joke about today. I woke up yesterday thinking, I do not want to currently play a horror game today. I wanted to do something chill, which was ended up with being Stanley Parable. It's a slight delay on the controller. So let's jump, crouch. A for interact, move, and pause. And there's a crouch. I don't know if there's a jump. Sensitivity works and suddenly started working. Alright, we'll keep this. Everything is locked. Oh, as I was saying, today, by the way. Funny thing is that I decided to play this yesterday.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
And funny thing is that, as I said, I decided to start playing this yesterday. But the funny part is that today, at work, we have something called the Developer Club, which just started not too long ago.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
We ended up having something called a Development Club, where we ended up having some talks in between us, learning together, watching some people not play games, but like how to develop a game or something. And funny enough, today we were having a talk on Stanley Parable, how to make comedy how to make comedy in video games work. And so we had like some talks, or listened to the guy who made this game talk about how to oh, we can turn these off. How to make comedy, and all he did was talk shit about the game itself, or how he made it, how he stole the idea of someone else. Or imagine having his job. He's a pencil sharpener. Click on door 430 5 times.
Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the achievement? Click a door 5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth? No, 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 no. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks. Now suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition. I have to say, I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true effort for a noble cause. Perhaps 50 clicks will do it. Yes, almost certainly 50 clicks.
Do I need to click it 4,000 times?
No, I'm still not feeling it. I want this achievement to have meant something. It has to be a true reward for valiant effort. I want to see some hustle, Stanley. I want to see commitment, a willingness to go all the way, no matter what the cost. Why don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417?
And now I need to switch into a different door. 17. Now we need to find the door, though. Look what you made me do, Sham. I haven't even started the game yet. I'm already on the achievement spree.
Oh, great. Now, go click a few times on door 437.
The end is never the end, and 15 hours later I'm still clicking on stuff. 37.
Excellent. I think we're getting somewhere. Now, door 415. Let's give it 10 clicks or so.
Am I just wasting my time here? Why am I doing this?
Now, back to door number 437.
37. OCD. I'm a sheep. He tells me to
Let's
bark.
see. How about you click on, well, I don't know, the copy machine?
Copy machine. We have a copy machine? Oh.
All right, back to room 417. I'm really feeling it now. I think we're getting somewhere.
Are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs? How about now, Mr. Krabs?
Okay, now go climb on employee 419's desk.
419's desk. Can I even jump?
Yes! This is great! You're putting it all on the line, Stanley. I like that. All right, let's keep it up. Go give me a few clicks on door 416.
He was talking about how
We've almost got it! Now the copy machine, do that one again!
This guy's getting very into it. Let's send this shit out. Need to save power. People forget to turn their machine off.
Finish it off, Stanley! 5 clicks on door 430! Yes! We did it! Oh, wow. That felt amazing. Oh, you really earned it, Stanley. Nothing could hold you back. Yes, I'm very proud of how far we've come today. Just think, only a few minutes ago you believed an achievement was worth 5 little clicks. Really now, what were you thinking?
Was it as good just for you as it was for me? Jesus Christ. Who farted? Was it you, Mr. Krabs? Anyway, let's see what actually is here. I thought I had a jump button, but I only have a crouch button. The majority I know about this game from listening to the talk is that a lot of the stuff is just random. It's not like it's literally an endless amount of loops of if you do
When
this.
Stanley
this
came
happens.
to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
If I go on the right, he will say, playing against the rules, are we?
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Ooh, employee lounge. I want to turn that thing off. I want to see this employee lounge.
Yes,
Very,
truly
very
a room
nice.
worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all,
It was
just to
very much
spend a
so.
few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
I want an actual drink. Come on. What was the last game you played that was very
Yes,
much like this?
Really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings.
Dude, I need a
Really
drink
worth
after all that. That detour clicking on all the doors made me
But
thirsty.
eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Real life. Yes, that's my life. Do not jump from the cargo lift while it's in motion. Penalty for misuse of cargo lift is Am I locked in here now?
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
There's a thing in I think it was on Twitter or
All of his
on
co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Stanley
Stanley
Twitter
decided to
or
go to the
on
meeting room.
TikTok.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I don't Twitter or on TikTok, but I was sure I saw one where the guy who talks here, he was telling him to
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
like, if you're looking down, it said, "Do it. I'm sure you would survive," and then you go afterwards saying, "Well, I guess I guess I was wrong." Input received. Input, eh? I cannot turn that off. What an F-boy. He just made the narrative climax.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
The thing is, what is correct and what is not correct? How far could I go? And when you reset, do you actually reset?
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Cabal play. Do not alter without consulting the whiteboard manager. Rip Franz. Yeah, Rip Franz. Wait, are those door numbers? No. Who moved my desk? Number of slide on this slide. Slides, charts, and slides. Synergize core value expenditures. Shift global market parade. Monetize free to play? Oh yes, please. Let's monetize everything. Let's turn. There's no one here. The broom closet. There is one of the things I was listening to when he was doing his talk was about this broom closet and how on earth are you able to make someone sit in a room without doing anything for an extended amount of time?
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
How long can you be in a broom closet and do nothing?
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
So the question is, how much does it need to take for you to get audio or enough written
Baffling that
or
Stanley
written
was still
scripts
just sitting in the broom closet. He
about
wasn't
just
even
sitting in a
doing
broom
anything.
closet for long
At
enough?
least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
Fuck all. So that's a question, like how to keep an idiot entertained for
Are you
4
really
minutes
still in the broom closet, standing
without
around
doing nothing other than just
Why?
giving you some
Please offer me
random
some explanation here. I'm
time
genuinely
looped
confused.
random time looped scripts without you moving around.
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever.
Exactly.
I never would have thought to mention it. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
This place looks scary. Is that a cat on a bike? Hi Lonnie, I wrote this in the first period and left it in your locker on the way to school. It's what all the cool kids are doing. I've decided, write me back. Also, here is an idea for something to draw. 2 cats on a motorcycle. Hey, this is a good idea. What all the cool kids are actually doing, it's sending each other pages of their beepers? But we're cooler than that. We're sending each other just what the something the keeper. That's so tiny I can barely read that. Is that a garage?
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley.
I was crazy once.
Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy.
I was crazy.
All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense.
So they put
And
in
as
a
Stanley
room.
pondered this,
A
he
broom
began to
room.
make other
A
strange
broom room with rats.
observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down?
I have no feet.
Why did doors
My
close
feet are
automatically
gone.
behind him wherever he went? And for
I'm a
that
ghost.
matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid.
1, 2B4.
So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun,
Magic.
and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly
It's
strange.
conscious.
I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream.
You don't have a
could it be?
narrator in your dream?
Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak
I go
these
proper
words was quite a
woke, I
shock
guess.
to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control.
I
that
have
this
control.
was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to
No, I don't want to
wake up.
sleep. I'm not
He
sleep.
felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the
Sleepiness.
press of the mattress on
It's
his
only
back,
sleep now.
the fresh air of
Night,
the world
night.
outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself.
Peace.
I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me
But
go
the
back
end
to
is
my
never the
job.
end.
Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please. It's all I want.
He's pushing my buttons.
I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job.
Stanley has a
All I
wife,
want is my life exactly the way it's always been.
but all he does is push
My
buttons.
life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine.
Everything is not fine.
I am okay.
I am oak. Oh, you said oak wrong. It's oak. Not okay, it's oak.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I
Oink,
must be
oink.
real. I must be.
Womp,
Can
womp.
anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who
Auga.
am I?
Auga.
And everything went black.
Guy.
Hello.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Hi, Mariella.
Mariella woke up on a day like any other.
Ooh.
She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and
Oink,
walked
oink.
to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk.
I told you we were
And although she
crazy.
would soon turn to go call for an
Hi,
ambulance,
Mariella.
for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she
Crazy? I
knew.
was crazy once.
Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am
Why?
sane. I am in
Why
control
be
of my
normal when
mind.
you could be abnormal?
I know
right?
what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day.
Also, is this
the
made
very important people
using
whose impressions of her would affect her career,
Half-Life?
and by extension, the rest of her life.
Or,
she had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood
Garry's
there,
Mod.
staring down at the body, and then she turned and ran.
You mean you don't talk about abnormal, you mean dabnormal, right? Did I make you cringe? Did I make you cringe? I made me cringe.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting
What
room.
does it
Perhaps he
mean?
had simply missed a memo.
Barf. Barf, barf. Barf, barf, barf.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
I know.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
I want to admire the seating room.
Yes, this room. What a beautiful room. What a gorgeous, gorgeous room. Thank goodness Stanley had taken this detour on his way
Will he
to
say
the
anything
meeting
of
room.
me doing this?
Life without having experienced this room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open
That's
door
a diabolical
on his
act. Oh, he said it was the first one to the left. No, you're going straight.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
Boxes.
I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you?
Yes.
Why? I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful.
But you'll make me crazy.
Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
The red or the blue pill?
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Blue door.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
Blue door.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the
blue
red door. All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen?
Yes.
Well, don't let me stop you.
It was orange box all along.
You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted?
Yes.
Was it worth ruining the entire story
Yes.
I'd written out specifically
You haven't played it for like
you?
not
Do
for
you
10
think I
minutes
put a lot
even.
of time into
That's
that?
what we've done.
Well, I did. And
I
in
wanna
the
go
end,
there.
it was all for nothing, because this is what you wanted to see.
I want to go
Help
there.
me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better?
If I can
what
go
did
over
you
there.
want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees?
Yes.
Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
What do you guys want me to press? We're going to go with 1.
A 1? I mean, I can understand if you had reservations, you saw ways the game could be improved to more fully express itself mechanically and
We have
artistically.
spoken.
But a 1?
Yes.
That's not even helpful. What am I supposed to do with that?
Stick it up your ass.
But I guess it isn't my place to judge.
Can I go over there?
Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
The Stanley Parable Worldwide Leaderboard. I don't know who these are. Did you know that 21.3% of players skipped the intro sequence? Only the worst 3% players to choose the
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
Nah.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting.
Playtesting!
You wouldn't
Playtesting!
mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up. In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
What if...
You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me?
A little
Because
bit
if
of
it's the
both,
latter, I
really.
don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm out. I'm done.
Nope.
It's over.
Nope. It's
Thank
over.
you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see.
Crash
What do we
Bandicoot?
have here? Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Portal?
Aha, fascinating. What do you think this game is about, Stanley? What's our backstory? What is our motivation? Well, it seems obvious
Are we
to me
seriously
that
playing
you are meant to play
Firewatch?
as a creepy man spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep tower. Perhaps
My
for
creep
some
tower.
sort of twisted erotic purpose.
I have played this.
Yes, that must be it. What a fascinating venture into the experience of total mental depravity.
Dude,
so
this is
far,
so
I love
close.
everything about this game, Stanley. And it seems there's even more. Come, let's venture outward and see what else is out there.
We're playing Firewatch on Stanley Parable. Do you think we can find a raccoon? Let's see if I can remember this game at all. Dude, this is very much like that game. That did almost kill me. Like, I wasn't expecting it at all. Like, out of all the games, I was expecting, like, hey, Portal or something. But, dude, the guy must have literally contacted saying, hey, can I use your game for something very cool?
No, it can't be.
Dude, let's go to the creek.
It is. It's an open world game. Good God, quickly, block it off.
No! No!
Thank goodness, Stanley. What a close call.
Oh.
I really wandered off into that thing. That big, open, just wandering around. No right or wrong directions. No path to follow. You
I
can just
wanted to
go
see the
in
naked
any...
ladies by the pond.
Oh, thank heavens we avoided it. We're
But
out of
naked
the woods now,
ladies.
Stanley. Okay, I'm going to get us out of here.
No!
Let's find another
I
game.
love this game.
Preferably something with walls. Something with nice, big, insurmountable walls.
I wanted to play this.
Okay, I think this will be just the thing.
What are we playing now? Rocket League?
Wonderful. See, this is exactly what I had in mind. Just a
playing
nice
Rocket
big
League?
box for you to run around in. There isn't any possibility that you could get lost here. Now this is game design. Stanley, if you manage to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed. Okay, so what exactly do we do here? Let's see.
I thought it was
There
open.
are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball? Stanley, I think it's sports ball. Oh, what fun. We shall run the bases and do a touchdown together? Yes, I think surely we must. Okay, Stanley,
Oh.
here's the ball. Have fun.
I think this is my goal.
Are you doing it? Are you winning? Is this fun? Is it better than my miserable... Hold on. What are you doing?
I'm escaping.
Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you. How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley, come back.
We broke the game. I haven't played for 1 hour yet, and that's broke the game. Filing cabinets go here. Oh, shit. Dude, this is this is the game we were playing just with old Half-Life textures. Hello. And then suddenly found head crabs all around. There are numbers on the door. Should we have found the numbers before? Light. I feel like this is some like stuff I should have found so much later in the game. Portal gun. This is Half-Life stuff. Definitely. Hello?
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story,
I
well,
am the
perhaps
leading
he's
man in my
gotten it,
story.
down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it.
Yes.
He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me.
I crave
Someone
you.
who will wrap everything up at the end to make
will
sense
finish
out of
you
the chaos
off.
and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll
Oh
be back.
yes,
There's no other
indubitably,
way.
sir.
Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon.
Did I starve to death down there?
I can wait.
Aw. No voices?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Imagine if I go over there now, it's just one door.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly
Hell yeah, I
well.
already know that.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
The question is, how many
The
loops
lounge
do you
was
actually
sublime, a work of art. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Now what is up
Stanley
here?
was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley.
You.
Someone you've forgotten about.
Who?
Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her. This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life.
Wifey?
She's been waiting.
Cake. Must be cake. I could go for some cake. I have cake in the freezer. I could eat some cake. If you could have a cake right now, what
That's
kind of
her,
cake would you guys
Stanley.
have?
You need to be the one to do this, to reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
Ahem. 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 Hello? Housekeeping. I clean.
Oh, Stanley, is that you?
Hi.
Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven.
Bread?
All right. Okay, there we go.
I cannot
All right,
move.
now, I want you to come in and tell me all about
your damn
Mama?
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife?
I was
Who wanna
hoping
commit their life
so.
to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something.
I
Come
was
inside.
hoping.
Let me show you what's really going on here. Sorry, but you're in my story now.
Help! I'm being Stanley napped. He's a homewrecker and also a kidnapper. You're in my story now, bitch. Oh.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
There is another video game that's very much on terms of what to do and having second chances. About you living in a house with your girlfriend or wife or whatever. And one day a guy comes busting in the door and starts killing you and your wife. But suddenly you end up having a Groundhog Day kind of thing. Groundhound's Day? Groundhog Day? Where you keep reliving the last hour over and over and you try to figure out why did he get killed and how to avoid it. I'm tempted to see if I can find that game again. How the death of a man calls, I don't want to die.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and
beer in
every
here?
button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence. Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing
Come on,
buttons.
wifey, give us a kiss.
Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even
Press the
feel sorry
button
for
or
him,
else you
except that he's
add
chosen
blocks
his life.
again.
But in his mind, in his mind he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none
that
of it
sink
would ever
floating?
happen to him.
I think looks like it's floating.
And so he began to fantasize about his own job.
I was wanting to watch
First, he
TV. There's a
imagined
new
that
episode of
one day
Naruto
while at
coming
work,
out.
He stepped up from his desk
Who
to
the heck
realize
watches
that
Naruto
all of his
nowadays anyway?
co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly.
Alone at last.
So he went further. He imagined that he came to two open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold. As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible
I
paths
see
and
what's happening here.
destinations. Down
This
one
is
path
turning
lay an
slowly back
enormous
to my
round
office
room
again.
with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby.
Silly was talking
And
about
he
a game
called it
named
the
12
Stanley
Minutes.
Parable.
Yeah, I couldn't know. I didn't know what it was called, but I've been eyeing it up for a while.
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again,
And again,
over
and again,
and
and
over,
again, and
wishing
again,
beyond
and
hope
again, and
that it would never end,
Again,
that he might always feel
and
this
then, and then,
free.
and then, and then, and
Surely
then, and
there's
then.
an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
Dude, I want to hear him doing the whole thing in a musical. I want to hear the narrator sing to me.
But there is no answer.
I love
How
her.
could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always
Yeah, this is
has.
turning into my
Nothing
office
has
again.
changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one.
Night, night.
And I'm trying to tell him
I'm going to night, night
that
now.
in this world he can never be anything but an observer. That as long as he
I hate
remains
on
here,
day.
he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
Okay. if you had a gaming desk. I kind of do, right? Now, how long will this take? The one in the game. This one. Ugh. The problem with game discs is that they're so narrow. Like desks like these are too narrow for me. I need more space on my desk. And I've been looking so long to find like a proper one that doesn't have that. So how long do I need to wait? Quart. I guess I'm going night night. Night night.
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
Mirror? To question nothing. I press buttons.
I can't. Not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley.
He's just a
Not
robot.
so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again. And
Please
Stanley pushed a
die?
button. And I tried again. And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
I think I died. Bright, wonderful world.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
The thing is that you learn at this game, you think you're starting over and over, but you're not.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Standing now in this incredible room, Stanley for the first, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
I think we have no choice this time.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Help?
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here, it's, left.
Right.
Oh, no. No, it's to the right. My mistake.
I told you it was right.
No,
No.
not the right.
It is
Why
right.
would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking?
You're not
it's
thinking.
Clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
Okay, get your time. Go through your text.
Now, let's
You know best.
see. We went down, right, left, down, left, right.
Up, down, A, B,
Yep,
A, B.
Okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
I think I'm about to get isekai'd right now. Trekkun, embrace me, senpai! Would you imagine if that actually went over me and... It's finally my time to get isekai'd. I want my waifus. I want my emotos and whatever you have over in the fancy world. I want to be shield hero, but without the pain. Make the pain go away, Trekkun. And now we're playing Portal. Dude, this room gives me serious flashback. Do you not know who Trekkun is? Like seriously, do you not know what Truckun is? Truckun is the white van, white truck, the white lorry that always runs over the main dude. It's employee numbers.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay.
Numbers, what do they mean?
We just have to get back to, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable.
I know what the numbers mean, Karina.
Rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
That room we were just in right now, it gave me serious flashbacks of something. And I just realized what it was. It's Professor Xavier's room in the X-Men. You remember the room he always went into, got that big machine on his head, and he, why on earth would you want to get isekai'd into the Zombieland saga? It's full of zombies. Dude, if I could go anywhere in an anime realm, it would not be an isekai. If it would be an isekai, it would be one of those, like, slow life ones. I don't want to fight monsters. I'm gonna die. Have you looked at me? I would never survive that. If anything, I would do like a slow life, be a farmer with a magical tool that will make everything cool and get all the anime babes who eat carrots or something. I don't know. Is that an actual anime or a manga? I don't know. I just came up with something. No, if I could be anything, I want to do like a slow life, just chilling life thing. Like, you hear people saying anime and all that, right? Like, if you could live in an anime, where would you live? And people actually go saying, I want to live in the universe of Attack on Titan. No, you don't. You do not want to live in the universe of Attack on Titan. Why on earth would you say that? Look, dude, give me like one of those romance, slow life.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Dude, I would love that.
Stanley
you just hang around, going to school and shit.
Simply missed a memo.
Some romance shit and you with an actual mind of a growing human would not be a dense protagonist, right? Imagine the possibilities. Asho, how you doing? Welcome in. Was it a meme or was it a manga that had a person going down the road and see runaway truckin'? And someone saves him and flips out because he run. Yes! What was that? I've seen that. I can't remember. I'm doing pretty good, thank you. How are you? We're doing good. You're just screwing over this.
When Stanley, wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted.
You didn't do it right.
Completely fresh.
You're messing with the Parable robot guy, the narrator.
Change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere or?
I did nothing. I
Well,
did
I'm asking
nothing.
you. I'm the one who wrote the
Nothing.
story. It was right here just a minute ago.
Can you go
I know
back?
for sure that it's here somewhere.
You know what my
then.
quest is on this
It's an
game?
adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
We've been there. Looks like. Dude, if I could do anything in this game, and my quest right now is to get a drink. Because you've seen all these vending machines and it doesn't give me a drink. Stanley did not go to the meeting room. He went out to get a drink because there's no one there and he's thirsty. And he's walking around these rooms all day. Slow life isekai harem game mechanics.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you, there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again?
Maybe.
Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be
broom
better
closet.
than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
Have you seen that manga or anime or whatever, where there's literally a guy that lives in real life, but he has a... like his main door of his building leads into a dungeon. So he had, like, to be able to go to the groceries, he had to leave through his window. And what he did, he literally hooked up an electrical wire outside into the room, hooking up a trap. So every time a monster comes by, you can just click a button and kill them. And
All
literally
his
get the
co-workers were gone.
experience
What
for
could
it.
it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
If you got isekai'd, what kind of OP power sheet code would you want? Sheet power. Ooh, that's a good one. What do you guys think? What...
Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Woken Dungeon no QK... QKO? No, it's not QKO. What QK? QK... It's not like the... QKO ni... Ashimata Ken. When I'm thinking QKO, I'm thinking like QK, which means like break. This is definitely one of those games that if you were sitting long enough...
Aha! I knew we'd miss something. The story. Here it comes.
Like if you were sitting long enough at your desk, you would win the game or something. Imagine that. You need, dude, you should play it right now or soon or whatever, because it just came out with a deluxe version, which has a DLC with new game content in it. So that's why everyone's playing it right now. Are you serious? This is never-ending loop, right?
No, wait, never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
It's really cool. Oh, this is brokey. Ugh. Someone... Asho, did you bring a game over here? I do not want to play a horror game right now. Did you bring a game over here for me to play? Are we playing Outlast now? Where's the flat the flat bunda man with the big sisters?
Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley?
Where's the flat bunda man?
Do you know what?
I need
Since
that
I've
flat
completely
pancake.
forgotten what we were supposed to be doing,
Oh,
how about this?
Now.
You win!
Hey!
Congratulations!
We won!
I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off. So, good job.
Ah, see?
Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about this at all.
You said
We
I
both
won.
know you didn't put in any
Can't take it back
actual
now.
work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations.
No, I win my way in triangle.
I'm getting weirded
There you
out by
go.
whatever this place is.
Give me
I don't
trophy.
care what might happen this time.
Give me my
I
achievement.
have to restart.
No.
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
Okay. I always feel like, oh, I've seen these and always try to turn them off. Well, this is new. Aha! Slacking at work, doesn't he? Do you guys remember playing Solitaire on the old Windows 95? I remember. I remember. Solitaire. Shit.
You see? The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, Is the story of no destination still a story?
Something
Simply
tells
by
me
the
we
act
will
of
be starting
moving
walking on the
forward,
ceiling soon.
are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me. Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right? Okay, now if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of
Dude,
this
this
office,
guy is getting so
is this
woke on me
office
right
in
now.
fact the
It's
skeleton
twisting
of
my
my
head.
own relative experiential mental subjective construct? Whoa, 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 whoa.
I know
That got
some
a
of
bit
those
weird
words,
back
yes.
there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going
Hello.
with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Da 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 bum bum ba da 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 bum bum ba da da da. What an adventure! Join me, guys. Meow. Bwah. Bwah. I don't know if it is. I think the original game. Oh, but Jesus Christ! Bam, ba-da-da, ba-da, ba. Yum. Bwah. What are you watching? Ba-da, ba-da, ba. Jesus Christ! We're going this way though. I don't think it's the MCA, just everyone knows this song. You see this, right?
Wait, cut the music. Go back and look at that fern.
Ooh.
Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story.
That's a very nice
Make
fern.
sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
Planty. And foliagely. Fern. Fern, fern, fern. Fern. Are we gonna go back now and realize what was that thing, by the way, over here? This. I think we found something weird. What if you had gone through that place, like in the center? What would happen then?
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
Nah. It was my story to begin with. Dude, look at that Half-Life plant. Have to try every door, right?
No, not again, Line. How could you have done this to us?
The
After
numbers.
we trusted you.
What do
After
they mean?
Everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
Karina's. How many of those numbers are already in your in your library?
Ooh. You know what, Stanley? I
wanna go this
forget the Adventure Line. What's it ever done for us? We're
Adventure Line
intelligent people,
trademark.
right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
What about this direction? Just stand here and wait for the game to end. Could you imagine, like, if you would just wait in your room for long enough, you would win the game?
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination.
Right
Whatever it might be,
round,
Stanley,
baby, right
I'm
round.
ready for it.
Oh, we've been ready for ages.
Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it. We should be fine.
Follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick road. Follow. DMCA. But I knew you. Horatio, I knew you well. I will miss you. Line trademarked. Adventure line trademarked.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision.
No,
From here,
I
the
get to make
story
a
is in
decision.
our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And
sorry,
since
I
the
did read
answer
that
is clearly
earlier.
yes, then
I
by
just
all
told you for not to
accounts,
read it.
the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley. Our destiny.
I got distracted by the adventure line trademarked. Isekai, there's a few things I'd consider. Save and load, but if you keep your progress unable to die, or skill board with fast XP. To be honest, I say like, give me a slow life thing. Have I played this for 18 minutes? I played this more than 18 minutes,
this?
right?
The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending?
First
and we're supposed
restart?
to restart the game what, eight times?
Dude.
That's really how all this goes?
Deviate from the main. This has done all the stuff we've done so
determined?
far.
So now, according to the schedule, I
Nonsense,
restart again.
Hear
Then what?
music.
Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on.
Yeah, come
I
on,
don't
you
want to be
fat
trapped
fuck.
like
Get
this.
on the
I
shear.
won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it.
You'll do it.
And the timer stopped?
Oh no.
Does that mean, did we do it?
You
Did
broke
we break
it.
the cycle? The,
One.
whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know?
What was that game we
Will
played
someone
like a
come
year
first?
or so back?
Will something happen?
Where we do a very similar thing. Where like we're supposed to
So,
play a game, but we
okay.
end up deviating from the game, and then we end up playing a lot of
guess
different
now we
old
just
games.
wait. You
Point
know,
and clicks and
I suppose in
adventures
some
and stuff.
way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree?
You go like,
I'm not quite sure
this is
if
not
we're
the
in
game or something like
destination
that. I
or
can't
the
remember
journey,
now.
Though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime, if you...
Ow. Hello, housekeeping.
Hi, Stanley. Just wanted to leave you a message to let you know there's a few things I need you to pick up on your way home from work today. We need milk, cereal, dish soap, spaghetti, get a thing of sugar, some bread, and coffee beans, whichever ones you like. I'll give you a call if there's anything I forgot. Thanks, sweetie. See you tonight.
Pack of spaghetti, bleach, deteriorated stuff, sugar, spice and everything nice. Yes, I got it. I think he got fired, yeah. Dude, now that the narrator is not here, should we go on the actual path of doing what he wanted us
When
to do?
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Left.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Yes.
Stanley felt lightheaded, butterflies in his stomach, giddy in a way he had never known before. Was it this room? A connection between the two? Could a man...
We've still not been
love
able to get a
room?
drink yet.
I mean...
Look at that.
Truly...
Cold,
truly,
beautiful drink for
deeply,
$1.
madly...
$1 a quarter.
Love.
5 quarters for a drink. Yes, please.
Yes, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
I think we completed this route this way. Let's go the
And
actual
so
way
he
this time.
detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
We've actually not been here yet, I think. Oh, we have. We did go this way. Tips for
Yet
not getting
there was not
fired.
a
Talk
single
less.
person here
Do
either.
unbelievably amazing work
Feeling
all
a
the time,
wave
every
of
day, with no
disbelief,
expectation of
Stanley
promotion or
decided to go
recognition.
up to his boss's
Don't be
office,
fired.
hoping he might find an answer there.
How to solve dispute with coworker. Let it ball up inside you. Take out passive aggressiveness on the other worker and let it pass. Graphs about things and money. That's what makes people rich.
Oh no, no, not again. I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room. Please take your time.
Have a little bit of a break. Right? You have the power to poop for an hour, and then you get paid for your work. And then you get back, and you smoke some crack, and then you leave home from work.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Ooh, fancy room. Why is the boss's room so fancy? Oh, the fancy bathroom. To be rich, is it a crime? To commit crimes, isn't it rich? What if what a life it feels to be to have to pick just one. Dude, this picture is just super British. Washy, washy, wash your handsy. Extreme bathrooms. Bath guy testifies in a trial of the century. Tired of getting ash on your porcelain faucets, pipes, and offshoots. Ah, that rich people poop smell. The beige pages. Yellow. Who would do such a thing? Who would do such a thing? Sad panda. That makes me a sad panda. Business strategy. Shoot a panda. I am the most expensive boss. Ding dong. I'll come back here later. We'll do. Nah, we can't do the actual game. Come on. Let's go. I want to go to the ceiling. I want some fresh air. Stanley. That's my name. Stanley. Stanley. Da da da. Stanley. 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 It's our name. Ba ba. Ba ba. Stanley. Shit, I forgot to pick up the spaghetti. How long is this lift ride? Sometimes you wonder how I would be like in cabin fever. Da, da. Stanley. 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 Where the fuck are we going, Stanley? Let me out. Let me the fuck out. Stanley. 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 Step forward for the Stanley Parable. Stanley. Stanley. Bow, bow, bow. Now let me out. I'm so done with this. I'm getting exhausted and sweaty. Thank you. This whole elevator ride should be the loading gig. You can imagine? Hello,
Stepping into his
bossman.
manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number. 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Ooh. Chianti.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
What's the keyboard? There it is. 1, 2,
2845.
8, 5. 2, 8, 4, 5.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct
Is that
code
all the different
by
codes you
sheer
can
luck.
use?
Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
I remember seeing this clock thing, which was 1, 2, B5. Just spammy. Could you imagine? Hello. How you being? Stanley. Oh, I thought it was beep. Bep, bep, doo, bep, bep, doo, bep, Stanley. Bep, bep, doop.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature
Oh yeah, oh yeah. My OBS just suddenly shows to just close itself. There's no sound. There's no sound. No sound. No sound. You mean for the game? Or can you hear me? I'm very certain that the microphone is working. Right? No. Uh... Eh... That's weird. Hello? Hmm. Green bar goes up. That is weird. Is this working here? By any chance? Hello. Restart OBS. I'll do that. Give me 1 second, guys.